Hello girls! This is the video for 3E. So we're starting trigonometry today. So this falls into the category of like the coolest math there is. It's my favorite math, trigonometry, and I know you're going to love it. So in this reading it says, in geometry, or like, you know, the idea of shapes, we would say that similar triangles have the same shape but are different size. So you'll remember similar to mean, you know, all the angles, like that angle's the same as that angle, that angle's the same as that angle, that angle's the same as that angle. But this triangle, exactly the same shape as this one, but it's just bigger. It's like enlarged, okay? Here are three similar triangles, and they talk about this theta, this angle here. It's called theta, or some people say theta, and it's the same for all three triangles. So what they're talking about is this. They're saying, you know, if I look at this and I say, well, if I put down the side that's, because we're talking about ratios or fractions, that's all the word ratio means. Okay. And I say, you know, 12 over 13, is that the same as 24 over 26? I'll say it again. Is 12 over 13, so this side over that side, the same as 24 over 26? Are they equivalent fractions or ratios? They are. Now, same, is it the same as 36 over 39? Yeah, they're all the same. So if these triangles have, you know, the sides that match up, so in other words, the two sides that make this angle, we'll say in this one, if they have the same ratio, in other words, when I simplify these ratios, are they all the same? Are they all 12 over 13? Then we say these triangles are similar. And so this has a lot to do with trigonometry. So there's this mnemonic device. This is wrong. It's C-A-H. I can't believe I wrote that wrong, but you'll fix it for me. In fact, I want you to get rid of it. It's evil. And when you look at this, I put some angle in here. I'm going to put it up here this time. I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to put my angle up here, theta, or theta. And in trigonometry, I label the triangle according to that angle that I'm labeled, okay, that I've labeled. So I say the side that's right next to it that makes up the right angle, but is right next to this angle theta as well, I call that the adjacent side. And then the side that's directly across from it, I call the opposite side. Let me write the word down. Opposite. And this side, we all already know what that is, across from the right angle. That's the hypotenuse. So in trigonometry, we use this little mnemonic device, so, ka, toa. When I was a girl, they told us that it was a, you know, Native American Indian chief. So, ka, toa. All right? I've had girls remember it like this. Some old hags can't always hide their old age. That's a really bad one. Probably shouldn't use that one. All right, so we do this. We say the sine, we don't say sin even though it's abbreviated like that. The sine of theta, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. And we say the cosine, you've seen these on your calculator for years, the cosine is, can you guess it? Adjacent over hypotenuse. And we say the tangent, we don't say tan, we say tangent, is opposite over adjacent. And it doesn't matter how big the triangle is, because we always know that these ratios, you know, for any given angle are going to stay the same. We can reduce them into the same number. Okay, let's look at the example. It says, copy this triangle. You don't have to do that. That was from your book. You'll have to do that. And label the sides as opposite to theta, adjacent to theta, blah, blah. So there's theta. Pause for a second. Write it down and see if you get it right. So this is adjacent. This is opposite. This is hypotenuse. All right. So I want you to write example 7 from Cambridge in your book. You'll watch one of these little, you know, hit the dot and it'll play the thing. I don't know what page it's on, but it's in 3E. And then do these problems. And if you have any questions, I'd love it if you emailed me, or when we get on Zoom next week, you can ask me about them. But emailing's fine too. All right, good luck, girls.